Yo, what's up? What's going on, guys? We're here. Welcome, Max.
What's happening?
Pleasure you be here. I'm proud of you being
Mhm.
here.
Thank you.
Give me a second, guys. I got to do a couple things. Some things just happened, so technical difficulties. But during the conversation, let me put this on record. Yo, so we are here. I am, yeah, I'm here with Max Savage,
What's
myself.
happening?
What's going on? What's going on? Yo, yeah, man. While I'm doing this, I know we missed out on last week, man, but how was your celebration of Irish roots?
Oh, dude, it was so dope. This is the first time my dad's doing St. Patrick's Day by himself because mom's not there. So he was like, I gotta get it right. He got out and got the fucking corned beef and hash, got made soda bread. We just sat back Boondock Saints because they've never seen it. And I was like, bro, we gotta watch this. You gotta make this a fucking tradition. Everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, William Defoe is the man.
Huh.
It was a pretty good time. My partner got really drunk. I tried to get my dad drunk. It didn't work.
You were
We
telling
were
me about that.
trying.
You were telling
I
me you're trying to get
tried.
him drunk. You're on the quest to get this man drunk.
Yeah, because I've never seen him drunk. You know how crazy that it is. I have a father who does not drink at all, and it's weird. Like everybody, I'd always like have to deal with other people's dad like drunk everywhere I go, and I'm like, my dad never drinks. So I'm like, what the fuck, dad? Like, not even once? No, he's not. He doesn't like alcohol, but every once in a while, we're like, you have to do this. Like, you fucking have to. I've never seen him drunk. Like, I've seen him go a little tipsy and go, oh, time to go drink some water and like just correct the issue. And I'm like, Dad, no, get fucking shit faced. Like, have fun, let loose.
Nice, nice.
Been a goal for like 2 years now, and I almost had him, but unfortunately, the girlfriend drank way more and she like blacked out. I was like, oh shit.
I mean,
So it was pretty fun. It was a good night.
it's usually like that sometimes. I mean, wait, he got
Yeah,
a girlfriend?
it's some as what was that?
He's got a girlfriend?
Who?
You said, oh, your brother's girlfriend? Whose girlfriend?
No, my girlfriend.
I was like, wait a minute.
No. Unfortunately, no one else has it. I'm the one who's got to continue the
The
family
legacy.
line. Yeah, it started with me and it's ending with me.
Oh man. Hey, you know what? It's got to be like that, man. You got to change the game out here, man. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, man. I celebrate my Irish roots. I'm a court Irish, so
You're quarter Irish, not bad.
you know. I mean, it's there. It's there. um.
I mean, a quarter counts, right? Like, I'm a quarter black, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I mean, part of me has that ideal. Like my mom would say, "Hey, what am I?" She's like, "Oh, you got some Irish in you." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I can.
Mhm.
It leaves it okay for me to like drink, you know. Um, so it kind of gives me an idea. Like, all right, I got to just drink then. That's
It
standard.
means you automatically look good in green. I found out all Irish people just look good in green.
Okay.
If you've got
Okay.
enough in it, you look good in green,
Okay. What
which
else?
is literally everybody. So everyone's got a little Irish in them,
Everyone. Everyone does. I represent
pretty much.
the court or whatever I am. um. Shit. Hold on. Oh my goodness. All this happened. I knew this would happen at some point. Um. But I don't know if I can go live on Instagram. I think we have.
Why? What happened?
I have to do a couple things. And I forgot how to do it on here because Apple's so weird, not recognizing apps. So I have to like go in there. It's just like ridiculous. There's always something every time I do this. It's never a success. I wish I had like a guy who's like, oh, the sound guy. All right, what I mean, he's on top of it. Um, you know, hold on. Let me see. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Nice app. All I know something I have to do, and I just forgot. And it's just like something I have to do within Mac, because if it's an app that they don't know, it's like I have to go through a whole process. It's stupid. It's so dumb. But whatever, man. But other than that,
trying to think of the name, because I know there is like a position where you do that, where your job it's not the host, it's you're like the camera crew, but for podcasts. It's always like the dude behind the camera. That's the guy who's like setting up and making sure everything, so that way the podcast person can just podcast.
I guess it wouldn't let me open up like I normally would, so that was the issue I had. And it's just like, gosh, it's such a longer process. I'm just gonna not go online. If people are come on, I'll just let you guys know I'm not going on IG. Let me see. Hold on, I might be able to do it. Open it on. Hold on, guys. We working on something. Gosh. Man, how do I do this? How did I do it last time? But yeah, I don't know if I can figure this out. I'm probably going to go without it. People are going to have to just figure it out, because I'm not live on Instagram. While I'm doing that, topic of the day is cheating. So you guys are really trying to figure that out? No. This is what we're going to be talking about. But, we talked about it before, and you and I have no clue. I've never done it before. But I don't know. It's what's been happening. I'm not sure if you've been noticing what's happening with the world and what's happening in the dating world. Things have been shaking up a little bit. There's a guy named Derek Jackson. Okay. He is like a dating coach or relationship coach, if I'm not mistaken.
Shit, yeah. It's that post that you put up. I looked at that. I was like, oh shit.
Yo, what's up, Don? What's up, D? Yeah, and it's there's like a whole post about it. So it's so this guy's like a relationship guy, right? And he's giving advice for people, and he has a successful relationship, so he has rapport. Apparently, he's been cheating. So that was a whole situation that's been happening with that.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's pretty. I mean, a lot of women feel some type of way about him. And I'm probably gonna talk about that today, because people are gonna probably think, oh, you're probably gonna side with him because you're so anti against like a lot of things that women do. Like, no, I mean, here's the thing that people don't know.
At the end of the day, cheating is cheating. Like,
I'm not talking about the cheating part. That's hold on, I think I might have figured it out. But yeah, cheating is cheating. Yes. But there's so much more to what it is to me. I want to know more details. And of course, you have to kind of dig deeper. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe it might work. I might be able to figure this out. Where's my sound guy at, man? Where's my video guy at? It's just so stressful. All right, it's telling me what to do on here. Let's see. Override your security settings and open that up. Okay. Shortcut menu. All right. Sorry. I'm trying to figure this out. Sorry, everybody. This is something I'm trying to figure out amongst this damn app that I have. All right. Shuffle, rename, compress. Doesn't have shortcut. Okay, well, it's not making me make a shortcut of this shit. There we go.
Yeah, you just want to cut this off and start it up again?
No, I mean, I'm already here. We already alive, so.
Where are we live on?
I mean, what's up, guys? What's up, Leon? What's up, Kat? All right, screw it. We're not gonna go live on Instagram. But I do want to talk about certain things I think that needs to be talked about as far as cheating, right? What is cheating, right? To most people, right? What is cheating to you, man? Like, it's definitely talking to multiple women, right? It's everything, right? Texting, let's see, sexting. We talked about that in our last episode. What else? Sending dick pics, sending booty pictures, liking someone else's shit. What else? What else are we looking at here? What else? What else do you think, Max?
I mean, I can even go further into like, what is it? There's like emotionally cheating. There's like you're spending more time with another person and not spending time with the person you're with. That can be considered cheating. Because there's a lot to it. It's not just like sleeping with somebody. There's like levels of cheating, and like one of them is like attention, which I can understand kind of, but sometimes it's like, nah, man, you're just not putting it in as much. Like, you're not giving as much work at it. Like, obviously, if this person's taking my time, that means they're catching on to interests.
Yeah.
They're like a long-term friend, and it's like, you just got to get over it. Like, understand that's how the relationship's going to be in those situations. Because trying to correct it's not going to work. I've known too many people who've done shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, what is the reason behind it, though?
Behind cheating?
Yeah. Like, that's what we talked about before. Another person's post. Someone, Kat said, liking another person's posts and photos, etc. Emotional cheating, reluctant to be honest. What else? What else are we looking at?
Well, it again, it just depends on like what the cheating is, what type of cheating they're doing. Because like, I'm not a person who cheats, but I know people who cheated, and I know like why they do it. It's all temptation, They're all like, it's not really like you plan to do it. It just kind of happens, and I'm like, you don't have to just let it happen, But at the same time, it all comes down to like a lot of guys just like getting off on getting another bit of attention from somebody else, and that's not a bad thing. And girls, it's almost the same way too. It's just like they're getting a lot more attention. They're just attracted to attention, and it's like, that's cool, but you have to understand that you're in a relationship. Like, when you settle into being in a relationship, you can't do that anymore. Like, it's fun if you're single, totally cool. But once you're in a relationship, that's what cheating is. Like, you can't just go, like, I'm going to go and flirt around and have fun with this person and that person. You can't do that. Like, that's against the rules now. You have to commit to this. If you can't do that, then don't be in a relationship. It's fine. You can just not be in a relationship. Like, a lot of people I know, they just always cheat, and I'm like, dude, why do you date? Honestly, how could you date if you always cheat? If you cheat on every girl you're with,
that's why we talk about why dating.
Why are you dating?
That's why we have this conversation about why date, right? This is exactly why.
Yeah. Because that's one thing I've learned. I've known this for a long time. You don't have to be with somebody. Like, you can have fun. You can be around. You can, it doesn't even have to be the sleeping aspect. Like, a lot of times it's just spending time with people. It could lead to sex, but if you're a person who just likes spending time with the opposite sex, do that, man. It's cool. Like, you don't have to boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, fuck that new age. Like, you got to get married. That's all it is. That's all boyfriend, girlfriend is a commitment to to an end point, like what's the goal in this?
Yeah. I mean, when I had my brother on here, right? He talked about a
Mhm.
poly relationship. He said, "Oh, that's cheating." Like he at least identifies what that is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because in his situation, it's his relationships are open. They're in that aspect of like he not that he wants to sleep with other women, like that was his goal. He's like, hey, like I just gotta, but he understands like this is the person I am. This is somebody who can handle being with another person, and so can you. And then fucking that's the opposite. This is when you find somebody who thinks the same way as you to be like, yeah, no, we can be open about this.
Yeah.
It's not cheating at that point either, because it's not cheating. Cheating is all lying. It's not because lying about something is cheating. Even when it comes to anything else, we're working in school, at work, it's still cheating.
Yeah.
Same logic goes to relationships.
Huh.
You just don't lie.
So I seen the comments rolling here too. I'm looking at them. By the way, we just got on Instagram finally, so we're good.
Nice.
Yeah, I figured it out. You know me, I figure shit out. So here's the comments. The people gave a description of what cheating is, right? For IG, it's tough liking someone else's shit. Emphasize what you mean by liking. Sliding in DMs for IG, that's tough. What if it's a homie if you're liking? There's definitely different definitions for different people. Yes, some consider flirting cheating, but some of us are naturally flirtatious with no intentions beyond that. Some people think of liking photos and people getting upset and insecure. So there's a lot. You guys definitely speaking truth on that one. Like I agree on that one. Like that makes sense. Like there's, especially in social media, like it can be counted as cheating. It's it's another form, right? What we talked about in our last episode, right? Or a couple long time ago, right? We talked about this, right? So, and it's yeah, because if you like someone a girl's stuff on there, your girl's gonna look. She's gonna know if she liking her shit, like someone else, a girl shit, like especially, and that's true. And the guys get the wrong impression. Yeah, they do. But it's just like I had some stuff I actually had written down. I actually prepared, by the way, solely low key. I prepared. I should do the horn still, Jamaican horns. I got you. I'm still gonna do it. You're still due for some horns.
No, I'm good. Horns. Horns, you're canceled.
What's wrong with the horns, bro?
What's right with the horns?
There's always something right for the horns, bro.
Okay.
It's always right for the Jamaican horns. So I had something written down too. A couple of questions I want to ask too. So, like I said, we talked about what qualifies as cheating. What does cheating stem from? Right? Is it the men first, women? I mean, we could talk about 1800s and guys are out there, but that was like normalized, right? It was normalized to cheat. Right? So we can go deep into that. What do you think it stemmed from? I can get like deep with this, right? What do you think?
I know a lot of it comes from the need of attention. At least in I really don't want to like put out people's names, but in stories that I've heard amongst people I hang out with, and this is like going on all the way into even high school, where it's always like, oh well, I want attention from this person, so I'm gonna like talk to this person to get that attention, and constantly doing that, you're always trying to like one up yourself in a way, and it starts off with like you did that once in a relationship, and then you go even further with another thing, and then an even further thing, until you get to just full on like sleeping with somebody else, all for an attention grab. And it's not everybody. It's not that every single person does this, but a lot of like 50% of the time that's the excuse, and everything else is whatever else excuse people have. But a lot of it comes from like my partner's not giving me the right attention that I need, so I'm getting it from somebody else, and it's like, it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I hear a couple people who told me that the reason why, from what I've seen, people cheat because they're bored, right? They're bored
Yeah.
of the situation they're in, or bored of the relationships they're in, or yada yada, right? Let's see. And then you're right, you know what I mean? But like deeply rooted, you know, we know it's not normalized. Okay, back in the day, like Game of Thrones days, when dudes are like out there cheating and shit, like fucking having bastard sons and shit running around.
Mm-hmm.
But even that, right? Now we go to like the Western times, right? And and now we get more religious in our way. I think in a sense like marriage, marital rights, we get more understanding that we want to be with one person, and monogamy started to form, right? And that could be the reason, right? So you can throw that in there, right? And then now you get people, let's say, I don't know, I can't even speak on it because I wasn't there, but think about how it was back in World War I when men were getting shipped out to the war, right? All men, right? Not a lot, but like the draft was happening. I'm sure not everyone was fully focused on their man, and that's probably not going to make it back, right? It's not one size fits all. Yeah, monogamy is definitely not one size fits all. Why not leave when you're bored? He said, I had an ex who was liking other dudes' photos. They were shirtless. Like, come on, how is that insecure? Since I'm black, why not leave if you're bored? That is a question. Why not leave, right? Security. Honestly, it really comes down to security. Like, people want to be in a secure relationship, and they have someone they can go back to, right? Another reason they cheat because they can't formulate the, what's it called? They can't formulate the words to be honest by sharing what their needs are in the relationship. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, that is one way. Because I mean, again, when it comes to current cases of people I've heard stories from, it's kind of like, well, why don't you just? It's never, oh, I keep telling this person that I want more attention, and they didn't give it to me, so I started getting attention from somebody else. It's usually they just don't say anything.
Yeah,
they're just like, oh, well, I'm not getting this. Yeah, why don't you speak?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
the relationships are a thing that it takes both people to give in the amount. If someone's slacking, you don't just let them slack. Like you don't just have somebody else, the partner that you're with, just keep going down. Like if you want more, you have to build up. You have to go, hey, you're slacking off. Like, and it comes to getting attention too. It's like, hey, like we should do something. Like we should do this, or even just plan stuff. Not even put in between. Be like, oh, this is what we're doing. Like this is how this is.
But where do you think that attention comes from? Do you think I'm gonna say it, man? Like who wants more attention in a situation? Man,
a lot of people.
Men too. A lot.
Yeah. No. See, that's the thing is guys want attention too when they've got like a really hot girl. It's really what it comes down to because I don't know what it is, but you don't see like ugly schmoes getting with, it's a lot of guys that already have 10s and they're cheating on their 10 with another 10.
Well,
it's like,
that's
what are you doing, dude? It happens.
Yeah.
It's not, a lot for that, but it happens.
How
for
often?
The ones who want the attention.
How often?
How
often though?
Yeah.
Hey, are you moving around with that phone? What's going on, man? What's going on over there, bro?
Oh, am I?
Yeah, you a little bit. You move a little bit.
Oh.
We want to see your smile, your beautiful face.
Thanks. I try.
So you think okay, so another question I want to say. I want to talk about generational stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
We notice it's been a growing number of divorces, growing number of cheating, right, going on. What is the factors of that reason? Like, why is it that our generation is super just right? But it goes back to what Kat said, right? Monogamy is not one size fits all, right? But it's communication, man. If it's a successful relationship, it shouldn't matter, right? There's no divorces or cheating, right? It's a complete relationship. There's a fucking buzzing. There's buzzing? Is there?
Yeah, there's a little bit of buzzing, but it's gone now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's gone.
He said there's buzzing. Why didn't you want to say
I
nothing,
don't know.
man? Come on, man.
Well, it was only for like a little bit, then it just stopped. So I was like, yeah, that's cool.
It's always buzzing. It's always buzzing here, man. How
He's
bad?
got bugs.
Let me
Don't
know.
worry about it. He's got a mosquito in his house.
It's a mosquito. There's a mosquito in his house.
It's just buzzing around. Terrible. Terrible.
I can hear it still. Is it? It's always buzzing
I don't
on my
hear it.
stuff, man. That's nothing new. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change it up. Let me change the. Let's see. Got you guys. Come on, it's not bad. Tell him that's racist. Stupid. Let me see. All right, can you hear me now? You good?
It's when I laugh. That's when the camera shakes. That makes sense.
Yeah, stop
no more
laughing.
laughing for the rest of the
Stop
podcast.
it.
That's it. I got to be serious. Serious, Max.
Yeah,
Max,
come on, man.
serious.
Max is a serious man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me see.
Back to the question. So, if you're going over a generational thing, why is it that we're seeing people do it more? One of my big things and one of my biggest theories is just comes down to the fact that we live longer than we did before. Just a known thing. We live longer. So the idea of like a forever is even further. Because like think about it. Way back in the day, you only lived to like 40. And then we get even to like the 1920s where, you know, you'd live to about 80. Everyone would get, polio was still a thing during that time. And like tons of regular diseases were just killing people off. And it's just how it was. But then we overpopulated, way more people out there. You know, people used to be so far from each other back in the day. Now I step outside and there's like 13 people in my driveway and I'm Jesus, you know, it's just how it is. There's too many. And it's funny. So my partner, my girlfriend, she actually took a class which went over like the history of San Francisco. And one of the things that they talked about is like San Francisco, when it was I think this was early, maybe like 30s or 40s, don't quote me on this, but there was a time where there was way more men than there were women. It was like 5-1 or even higher than that, like just crazy amount. And they Castro apparently was like a poor Irish side of San Francisco at the time, but since there was like so many people were just bunking with each other for like room and shit, and that's kind of the reason why it became like a gay district because there was just so many men around that it just made men think like, hey, like wonder what it'd be like to be with that guy, because there wasn't any girls to be there. So, you know, it's what it is. Too many people. Absolutely. You know, if you keep bumping into 13 chicks going down the street, back in the day, it was only one chick. You went to the high school with the same people you went to elementary school with. So you knew every single person. You already know their family and shit. You know, that's how it is in like the 50s.
Well, yeah, but they didn't have social media.
Town.
There wasn't social media though.
Town.
You can leave for like 15-20 miles away out of city and no one would know where you are.
Oh, that's the thing too. We weren't as connected back then as we are now. Like you can live here and have a girlfriend in Chicago, you know, and a girlfriend in Spain and a girlfriend in Australia. Yeah. You can do that nowadays. You're going to do that. So what are you going to do? Fucking write letters? My love, my mistress.
My mistress. You can cheat on someone in another city.
No,
yeah.
Like you didn't do that shit, you know? Like you most
do it like
likely the chick on one continent and then got on a boat for fucking 2 weeks, get to America, and you're like, oh, I'm a plow chick here. No one's gonna know. Like cheating was more available because there was so much in between. There was only 4 people living in one area. You're like, yeah, we gotta like split this, yo. Like, like you're second cousins at this point. Like we gotta this family tree's got a fork. I gotta go somewhere else.
Yeah.
We gotta make nasty kids or something, yo. The lineage just gotta go.
Yeah.
Nowadays, fucking there's people everywhere.
Yo, Kat said good night. She's going to bed. So you know, Max. You remember Kat?
Yeah. She said she's going to bed. Damn.
Oh yeah. Good night. But yeah, I know it's like for her, it's like East Coast time. She's 3 hours ahead, so it's just late for her. But yeah, like you said, man, like we didn't have social media, right? That was a big factor of a lot of the shit that's been happening now, right? We have so many options as like millennials, right? We got dating apps, we got all the other stuff. Yeah, Kat, come on, get it together, Kat. Get it together. You know what I mean? Come on. But
you're trying to tell her to get back on. Let her go
yeah,
ahead.
Come on, Kat, get it together.
Nah, bro, get some sleep.
Yeah, no.
We'll
Tell her to hop on. We ain't playing out here. We ain't playing out here. But no.
She's missing out on the hair though, so.
Hey, the mane is good. You know, the mane is good. I like it. It's cute. It's cute.
Thanks. I was going for cute.
Were you?
I got that Nathaniel Summers going on right here. That X-Man.
Oh, X-Man. But that was a bigger influence. Like we have dating apps, a whole bunch of shit that we can go on to that plugs us in, right? And it's just like ridiculous, man, because now we're so open to so many options, right? You know, and like what Kat said, options.
The thing is, there wasn't options before. There's way more options now.
Yeah, but now I'm gonna get into this. Derek Jackson, okay? All right, I'm gonna talk about it. Now, as you know, I was gonna bring this up again, and I seen all the posts. Everyone, like the whole, like women, like I don't know. Every woman just hates this man now, like just as much as they hate Kevin Samuels now. Like, it's getting to that point, and you know, he went on. So what happened was I saw the video that he decided to tell his wife that he was cheating on her. He said, "Oh, I'm unfaithful. I am this," and like women are scolding this man. This man like empowered a lot of women. Like, hey, like be better. He's encouraging women like to be better. So he was more of an ally to women. He was more of an ally to a lot of the women. Opposite of Kevin Samuels, right? Like complete opposite, right? Now he turned into Kevin Samuels so quick now, like boom, like that. But the fact that he's cheating, right? And we go back to what we talked about. What's the reasons of cheating, right? I refuse to believe that his wife was like super perfect. Like the way he described, like, oh, she did do nothing wrong. She was so honest. I think for me, he just really took the L and said, fuck, if I blame her or whatever happened or point some blame, they're going to hate me even more, right? Because if he just said like, hey, honestly, man, like my wife has been like not really entertaining for me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest. Like I wanted options. I wanted out, right? And he had to keep a safe face because you can't just like divorce somebody. Like 12 years of a relationship. What kind of fucking relationship guru are you? You know, imagine like how hard it is and just to become famous on social media. The fact that he got that platform to do that, I don't know, man. I know you don't know much about it, Max, but like I've kind of dabbled in and kind of read into and I saw the video. We can probably post a video at some point later, but apparently this man like cheated, right? And he was trying to coach people, so it's like a big slap to the face. And a lot of women feel so strongly about it because now they're like, well, if this motherfucker's cheating, all guys are bad, right? So I don't know. What's your outtake on that? Like for sure.
So what's the?
Do you think do you think it's all him?
Well, hold on. So the story is he went to his wife and apologized and like let it be known.
Well, I think they already had the conversation before he went live. I think he already told her like way before. I'm assuming.
Yeah, could be wrong. But he said it.
Yeah, he said it.
All right, so I'm about to be the bad guy in this episode because
I'm always the bad guy.
Fine. I think that's fine. Like I know it sounds like that's deservable. No, because okay, so what he did was wrong. So I'm not sitting there and saying that it's okay that what he did is what he did. But he's a love guru. His job is to sit there and tell people like what's the right thing to do, and he knows he's doing something wrong, like fully. And if the story's correct, then he was the person to go, you know what, I fucked up. I have made a mistake, and it's probably eating him up as to be a love guru to also be going against his own code. So what did he do? He manned up and he told his wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make up for him cheating? No. But does that make him a bad person? No. I don't think so. This was his choice. If this is the right story. If she caught him and then he's like, oh shit, blah, different story. Different story. If you're the kind of person who's man enough in this case to go to your partner and go, okay, you know what? I fucked up. Like, I did this. This is what's wrong. This is what's happening. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen again. Can we move on with this or can we not? You know, like that's what you do with every other situation in life. Why is it only bad when it comes to being in a relationship with somebody? Because people want to make a bad guy out of it. And it's like, no, this guy sounds like a person who is just doing the right thing. He did the wrong thing because everybody makes mistakes in everything in life. There's never the perfect person. People try to be perfect, but it doesn't work. You do whatever you can to do as close as you can to perfection. But some days you slip up. This guy fucked up and he manned up about it. I don't think that's bad if the story is correct. If he was really just sleeping with chicks, just to sleep with chicks and use the love guru thing to like swindle his way into some panties, different story. Then then he's a piece of shit. But I don't know. It's one of those things where it's a gray line of like, why? What's the reasoning behind it? What's the actual story? You know,
it goes back to that immaturity, right? That a lot of women have. I'm gonna be honest. Like the women that bash this man that he did wrong, but like he owned it. He owned up to it.
Absolutely.
And he said, yo, I'm a man of like God. I know I'm sinned. Like he said, he even said, I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? I have issues. I'm looking to seek therapy. Like he literally outreached and said this. And I'm not sure if it's still buzzing or not. I was wanting to make sure if I'm still buzzing. Probably annoying for people.
I can't hear it.
But like, yeah, it goes back down to that, right? That factor. Like I'm not saying he should get props and like call it a day, but the way he's getting just chewed out by every social media person out there, right? Like there's literally memes about this dude already. Like you knew that was going to happen. It was like how the Will and Jada thing happened, right? So, and it's just like, you know, like I said, it goes back to like, you know, what was the reason? 12 years? 12 years. You mean to tell me like he decided to do this? Like, you know, like I said, it's just, and he was sitting next to her when he was doing the video. He was sitting next to her. Like, she was sitting there just like,
Whoa, whoa. He was sitting next to his wife? Or?
Yeah, the wife. Yeah.
I thought he was sitting next to the girl he was sleeping with and being like, yo. So I was like, damn, this chick's about to get a whole ass whooping for no reason.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she was probably thinking a whole bunch of shit in her head, man. But like, the reason why is like is key, right? And it goes back to what we talked about, like why do people cheat, right? You know, are you really happy? So we got a fan. Someone said, Jenny. She said you are her favorite on Why Date, Max Savage.
Oh, I am? Yes, and finally someone's favorite. Yes.
You are the reasoning. You're the guy of reasoning. I'm the guy who's just like, I don't believe it. No. It's despicable.
I feel like some people are going to hate me because I still said that he's like not a bad person. I mean, I do think that I think cheating is a bad thing. Like, don't get me wrong, but owning up to your mistakes, I believe, makes you a better person than most. You know, it's really hard to say, yeah, I fucked up. Like, it's really hard. So any person who can do it, even in this shitty of a situation, I'm just like, yeah, no, like, give credit where credit's due. He might be a cheater, but he's not a lying cheater at this point. You know, like anybody who can own up that, he's just a cheater. Yeah. Still bad, but like, could be way worse. I added lying to
caught him in the act, but I don't know if she caught him in the act. I don't know the full details about it. But apparently,
that's the thing. If the real story is like, you know, banging on the sofa, banging on the counter wasn't me, Shaggy story. Fucking yeah, like, oh, oops. Now you own up to it. No, you got caught. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. Yeah, you did. Your face looked like you meant to do it.
like some Tiger Woods shit. Yeah. Best episode, she said it was a chicken and pants episode when you put the cock in your pants. That was like season 1, huh?
Oh,
what's up, everybody? What's going on?
Where I talked about how I, what was it? Asked out the woman who became my wife.
Yeah.
That's what I did. We put the chicken in the pants. It's funny because I don't get to tell that story anymore, and I'm like, it's actually a pretty good story.
It's actually, I like the story. I'm not liking it. It's you know, it has its moments, right? It's grown onto me, right?
Oh yeah, I know, it's hilarious.
You know,
if I ever actually like go like full comedian, that's definitely a story I'm telling for sure. I mean, like, you know, the kind of person that you're, and that's one of those things. It was just the code, the thing that I do. Hey, how do I let people understand who they're going to be with? I'm the kind of guy who's going to put a chicken down my pants for a joke.
That's how you call you Max Savage.
Hell yeah, fuck it.
This is pre-Max Savage.
Don't expect anything. Always expect nothing. Just kidding. Expect the opposite of what you're expecting with Max Savage. I look like this, but I'm a nice guy, right? Like.
You're okay. I wouldn't say.
Yeah, I'm all right. I do what I can.
We're all working on it. Oh man, but yeah. So I mean, I could talk more deep into it. You know, honestly, man, I'm probably sound like I'm the villain here, but you know what, man, I've been watching a lot of Kevin Samuels, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. He's spitting fire, man. I'm motherfucking spitting. Okay. You know, women hate him. They think he's a narcissist. But hey, you know what? I'm sorry, man. He's starting to make more sense every time I listen to him. And I'm trying to like get my ideas and put out a podcast. One of these days, I'm gonna put him on a podcast episode. One of these days, and people are gonna hate me for it, but I'm going to do it at some point. But he mentioned, and he's gonna talk about this. I think it's on Friday or something like that. So I'll probably tune in. But he was mentioning certain things about, you know, cheating. He talks about that, like narcissists, right? It's like 4 components of narcissism. I didn't realize it was 4. I seen 9 shit of narcissism, but he said 4. I've been trying to find out why, right? But like, you know, it's such a masculine thing. Apparently, it's more men who are narcissists, but I think it's a lot of women are narcissists too, right? There's a lot out there, right? And it's just crazy because like you said, it's that pointing blame on someone. Like they're like, oh well, I knew it. I knew he was always just like it's such a hardcore thing that women like to put down on men. Like all men are dogs. Like blah blah blah, right? And it sucks, man, because like here's someone who's really trying to do something. You know what I mean? And he has issues, right? He cheated. He said that, right? Not knocking it. He's not lying about it. But it's the women just have like such a big like crucial factor of just like breaking someone down. Like I knew it. I knew he was this way. I fucking knew it. And that's the part I'm like, I'm not a fan of. Like it's like, yo, man, like you just said, like the man like literally fessed up. He knew he was doing wrong.
Yeah.
And even if Jada Pinkett, with the whole Jada Pinkett Smith thing. Now, she was cool until she said entanglement, right? And then she gave more reasoning why she did it, right? It was like, you don't really need to say all that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the more shit she added on. This dude actually said, you know what? I'm doing better. Like, I'm going to work it out. If she doesn't, you know what I mean? She's like, oh, I was so bored, right? And there was a lot of women who said, well, I sympathize with that because I get it. Like, relationships are always kind of boring. Like, at some point, like, if you're doing 20 years and you're in a relationship, you're bored. And it's a lot of our generational problems that we feel like we are bored. We get bored in a relationship, right? And I guess Jada's like, she's Gen X, but still, it's like, and he talks, Kevin Samuels talks about it. He said he actually blamed baby boomers for it. Like, the reason why shit's all like fucked up in her head, right? Because whatever the generation before baby boomers, right? They were, they did things the right way. And I think like baby boomers felt some kind of like, why are you doing this for your husband or wife. Like, why are you doing these things, right? So that shit trickled on down to the next generation. The next generation is what he says. I could be wrong, but he said that, right? Like a lot of that stemmed from there, right? And we're just like, oh, ugh. Like there's one girl literally who wanted to live a lifestyle of another famous person. Like I want to have what they have, right? I want to be independent, doing my own thing, and also have kids, and also my man's gonna be making money too. And he asked, he said, "Oh, how much you hoping your man to make?" It's all about $400K a year. I was like, "You think a man making $400K a year is gonna have someone else watch the kids and you go do your career, right? $400K and up is usually looking for a wife, so a housewife, right? There's no point. Why if you make $400K, you honestly just shouldn't be working." That's what he says, right? You women can disagree with me all you want, but that's the kind of like intel. Like that's what he feels like it should be, right? You can disagree with me, Max. You're okay with being a stay-at-home dad, even if it's a woman or a man. If your woman is making $400K a year, would you work?
Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. 400K. If I don't have to work, I'm not doing it. I would much rather, because let's be real. And I'm not advocating that women should be stay-home moms. I'm saying there should be more stay-home dads. If your girl's making money, stay the fuck home. Take care of the kids.
Well, that's
do some chores.
Yeah.
Stop. Make yourself a productive member of society.
We know
the idea of, and this is okay. So this is kind of the reason why I enjoy dating people who make more money than me, because at some point that might actually be achieved. I always date people who are in college and shit, so that way they can like get a career and stick in the career and like still do their thing. So that way I can just have a job that's just fun. Like I can like do what I want to do and not have to worry about the money aspect. Like the money I make is just for me. That's the dream. That's what I'd love to do. And if that job is to raise kids, fuck yeah, I'm doing it. It's free.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I think once you figure that out, you're like, well, I can just honestly, man, like it's that pride of ego. Like I want to do somehow. I don't want to give up my life. It's like, yo, like your wife is making $400K. You could, I'm not saying chill.
$400K, fuck it.
Why? What's the point in having two parents out of the scenario if you want to try to, accomplish something?
Yeah.
And I see that's the people he interviews on there. They don't want to give up their own being and career, which is fine. Like if you don't want to, then that $400K man is not something for you, or someone who's making a good amount of money. That's someone you should just not even think about doing, because people who make $400K are hoping someone to really, they don't want nobody else watching their kids. Like, there's no point. Like, they might as well marry the nanny.
Like $40K a year, and I don't want anybody watching. I don't have kids. I don't want anybody watching my kids.
And it's just like, yo.
I was having the same idea about a dog sitter. I'm like, not only is it expensive to have one, but it's somebody else raising my dog. Like I'm gonna come home and they're gonna be like, oh, you're that guy. Yeah. But like, this is the person who fucking raises me. No, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Think people in a higher stance want that shit too? No.
Yeah. I'm not tripping at all. If that's what the world, that's what the situation came in with, I would love to be the one that makes the money, like the most money. But you know what I mean? I'm not going to trip if someone that can, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not going to bother me. But it's just crazy that like I wouldn't go. I want to focus on my career. I don't want to do like, nah, man, motherfucker. Like I'm staying the fuck home then. I know it ain't easy. But my ass is staying home. I'm staying home, watching the kids, what you need to do. I'll learn how to pick up cooking. Like, I'm willing to take that shit, even though it ain't gonna happen. But
it could honestly be a pride thing towards women as well, because a lot of what you hear is women being told like you can be the stay-home mom. It's like, okay, that's no woman wants to be told to be a stay-home mom. I get that. Like they want to do their own thing. They want to get their own career and do. But understand, you can do college from home now. You can raise a kid, get the kid to about 4 when they stop, like being a complete monster and shit. 4 to 5 is a good year, Fuck preschool. It's not this. It's just a daycare. Don't use the daycare. Use that time to do school. And then once the kid's in an actual school, you only need to be there from after 3. Whatever career, whatever it is you want to do. Again, pick the fun job. I don't understand why people don't do that. This is what it is. It's that pride and ego being told no. No one likes to be told no. Just put your job on hold if you want to. That's what I do.
Yo,
I'll get back to it. See
You're
me
making
in
me
2 years.
Max, you make me dizzy with all this moving you're doing, man.
So my back was hurting sitting that way, so I had to like
I'm trying to pay attention, but I'm just like,
I'm mesmerizing, trying to get the
stay in one spot, Max. Come on.
back hurts. The back hurts. I'm
Yeah,
getting
you're getting
old.
huh? Yeah.
I'm getting old.
But yeah, I mean, like you said, it's just and it's crazy because like I hear women say like I don't feel like I'm a slave and I'm a slave for because it's I see my mom slave through it and like literally you don't know what's happening between your mom and dad. You don't know. Like you can't assume from outside. Your mom is not telling you to your face like I am a slave here and this is what I'm. She's not telling you that. You just trying to in your portray attitude. That's what you see. And I hear a lot of women say that they're like, I don't want to be a slave. I want to do my own thing. I want to be able to travel. I was like, yeah, it's fine, but you mean in the sense of everything, if your man is making X amount of money and he's providing, like we all want. That's what a lot of women want, right? They want someone to provide. So if he's able to do that stuff, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? My mom did the same thing. She figured it out. She was always a tomboy growing up. She never knew how to cook, but she knew that my dad made a lot of money. He brought money. My mom was working doing her own thing too, because she had to make ends meet. It wasn't, 3 boys, right? But you know what I mean? She swallowed the ego and it's like, I gotta learn how to cook. These boys are gonna be starving, right? I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's a different time,
Yeah, I mean, technically, that's kind of how my family was. Like,
Yeah.
my mom didn't do any career job really until, well, I guess the closest thing was she worked at the airlines for a little bit that was like 8 years. Like that was like a good amount of time. But before that, after that, even like, especially after that, she kind of just stopped, like she only got jobs to make money for herself. It wasn't added to the funds because my dad was working at Google. So he was making the money for it,
Yeah. But did your mom ever say
she had to have a job?
Did your mom ever say she was a slave? Like she felt like she was a slave in a way to, you know what I mean? And that's the issue we're
having. Every
having.
situation. That's how my mom was. She was a black woman. She took control of every situation. She was like, this is what's happening. It's not how you think it's happening. This is how it's happening. I'm staying home. And my dad would go, okay.
Right. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like it's and it's just and that's the instant like people feel like they're trapped, right? And they want to feel like they need to go out. They need to, and this is where the cheating stems from, right? That's also another reason. Like you want to get out. Like you're trapped. Like then if that's the case, then you're too immature to be in a relationship. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
You should be just going out, right? You
or
should
not even immature. You're just not ready.
Yeah, you just same thing almost.
No, exactly. It's the same thing, but you'll have people be like, "I'm mature."
You're just not.
No, your relationship.
Yeah. You're just not ready.
Like, you're not ready.
Yeah, you're not ready.
Like when people talk about stories of like, oh, I met this person, they were like my high school sweetheart. I'm waiting for it to end.
You're terrible.
I'm like, no, like that kind of shit happened back in the day, but I am not like, oh, your high school sweethearts. Ooh, 2 more years.
Damn, you're worse than me, dog.
Each other and you run out of conversations, and this is the only person you've been with. You're gonna get bored. It happens every fucking time, dude. There is so little people I know that are still together from high school. So little people.
As you get older, man, you'd be surprised they're still together.
I'm like,
oh man, I know our comments.
This is crazy shit. Like they got kids. They got a house, and you're just like, oh, it's about to pop. I know it. And then some shit goes down. You're like, I knew it.
Yeah. I know our comments.
People time, and that's because it's just human goddamn nature.
I know. I apologize, everybody. I know I said I was going to start at 8 o'clock.
But no, I
Go ahead.
What happened?
No, I'm just talking. I'm talking to the people who's ever still in the chat room or still in this live stream. We're talking about cheating. So it's a big topic, I guess, for a lot of people. But you're right, man. And a lot of that stem from we see social media and we see someone's lifestyle and we have to try to gravitate towards that, right? Mm-hmm. I want to have that traveling partner, then don't have kids. Like you cannot do both. Be
Yo, and
okay with
that's
like, you know what? We decided to travel our whole lives. We decided not to have kids. Be okay with that because
yeah.
you cannot do both. You cannot try. Like, unless some kids are like old, 18,
Or
19, 20.
or this person is not the right person for you. You know, that's always a factor. A lot of people always feel like they just have to be with the person they're with. You don't have to be with fucking shit. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to. You can if you're not compatible on a very like dead set option. For instance, like this is my fault. This 100%. I'm taking full blame on this. This was my second like full time girlfriend, like real
You said
girlfriend.
full-time girlfriend?
Yeah, because like
What's a
you
full-time
know what I'm talking
girlfriend?
about. Like whenever people talk about like, yo, who the girlfriends you've been with, you don't count any of the like one time offs. You know, little things after that. You never count anything from like middle school or like anything. That's just how girlfriends work. This would be my second one of those. You know, and I mean that's the chick that you knew. That was the first person you saw me with. I think when we first met. Um, she was 100% hard set on not having kids at all. 100% was like, I'm not having kids. I don't want to have kids. Like
remember.
I
Yeah.
want to further my career and I don't want to have kids. Yeah, now he knows who I'm talking about. She
Yeah, I
didn't
know
like
what you're
kids.
talking
She hated them. She hated them. And I'm a person who wants kids. So I would always talk about like what would it take to get to that. I was even like, yo, I'll be the stay-home dad if it means that like you don't even have to watch them. I'll watch them the whole time. You're gonna make enough money. You want to be a doctor. Like that was like the conversations we had.
Yeah.
And I have to put blame on myself because that's
You cut out? What happened? What happened, Max? Did you leave? He cut out. He was saying some deep shit, guys. Yeah, he cut out, guys. This is me here. I don't know where he went. Let me find out. Oh, he gone. He'll probably hop back on. I don't know what happened to him, guys, but yeah, he cut out. He'll probably hop back on. So, yeah, this is me. But I imagine he's gonna say something real shit because I'm continuing on what he was talking about because I know his girlfriend, right? I don't think she still has kids. I think she still is sold on not having kids, which is fine. Yeah, it must have cut off. He must have cut off. He did ghost my ass. He ghosted my ass. This is me. I was hoping to do this by myself anyway, guys. Let's talk about myself. Let's get into some topics, guys. Let's go. Let's go. I can go on some right now. What's good? All right, man. I want to ask you guys because, to be honest, okay, if you guys look up Derek Jackson, okay, I actually don't follow the man, but apparently, I always want to ask, do you think this man was really truly happy, right? And it goes back down to the situation of, okay, he's coming on. All right, hold on, guys. He's just hopping on. It's not just me by myself. All right. No, it's not the after hours. We're still in the episode. What's up, man? You back?
What's that, man? Yeah, no, sorry. I was real deep in talking about what we were talking, and then my phone died because what I had plugged into apparently isn't working. Technology today's right. Perfect.
Yeah, put that shit down so you're not moving around, man. I want steady camera angles.
But this room is a little echoey, so watch out, guys.
You're a little echoey. Well, I mean, I don't. I mean, I was only gonna do this for an hour or so. I was gonna talk about this one last time about cheating.
Well, let's leave it to one final comment. How about that?
One final comment.
Mhm.
You want it? Okay.
Let's get to it. Let's get to this end.
Well, people say you ghosted me, so that was.
Ghosted you? If I ghosted you, why'd I come back?
God, I hate you, Dante.
I'm not a ghost. I'm the.
He said, "God, I hate you, Dante." A question I want to ask people, maybe the people who are listening again, right? Hold on. What methods should we spot out if someone is cheating, right?
What methods you should spot out?
Or how should we spot out someone who's cheating?
What are the classics? Anytime a text message comes in, they always turn their phone away. Just silencing their phone so that way you don't hear when a text message or anything comes in. Constantly fiddling around on social media, like Instagram, Snapchat, fucking things that will lead to people, as it were. Obviously, like calling and seeing somebody else, like weird, like, oh, I'm gonna take a walk, come back like 2 hours later, not sweaty,
palm sweaty, knees is heavy. Out here hitting
staying in the shirt already, all spaghetti.
Hey, shout out to Eminem.
These are all signs. I'm sorry, can you guys hear? There's sounds like some shit's going off. These are the easiest call signs, I'd say, for knowing if somebody's cheating. But I do have to know that there are people who just do that. Like, for instance, I'm a person who's very flirtatious when it comes to talking to people, because that's just how I talk to people. And what's fun is living in San Francisco, I naturally do it to guys and girls. I'm like, hey man, fuck it. Like, it's funny to see people's reactions on shit. It's really what it comes down to. I just like given the talks, people are like, oh,
you got to be careful with that in San Francisco.
I'm like,
yeah,
hey, you work with what you got. I'm a manager. This is what I do. Fucking
okay.
I'm making money. That means sometimes, give a little more attention. That's all it is. All flirting is just extra attention and, emphasis on detail.
Yeah. Danish, I don't know if we're going to do an after hours. We were kind of stressed out on what was happening before, prior, just getting this thing started. We might not do an after hours post episode. I know you wanted to come on. I know. I mean, it depends how much time I have, but I wasn't really prepared for. I mean, I was until going online and doing all this stuff online, figuring that out. This time I recorded, so shout outs to me. I did the recording this time. Last time I didn't for the last couple episodes, but I may or may not. We'll see. It depends how Max feels. I think Max is kind of burnt out. He put me on mute, this motherfucker.
I'm definitely burnt out. Sorry, I was trying to get this thing to sit properly.
Yeah, so we might just do it next episode or whatever. If you guys want to tune in, we're going to do another episode next week if Max comes on, if whatever case may be. We're going to do another episode. It's going to be spring cleaning in a relationship.
Oh.
I'm so gonna
getting rid of people, excess baggage, all that good stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to talk about that. I was supposed to talk about that today, and then the whole Derek Jackson came up, but I'm going to talk about that next week. I want to debate with Max. Oh, he wants to debate with you, man.
Gross.
He said gross.
Just understand, when it comes to debating, I'm a master.
He said gross. Oh, but yeah, I know we started late. Apologize, guys, but tune into the next episode. I'm not sure if you guys have any other comments or things you guys want to add on. I'm gonna look at the comments section here. Appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah, man, it's been real, man. Thanks for coming on, Max. I really was like, I was prepared. I was prepared to dive into this, but I don't think I need to dive in too much into it. He said I'm different. He said I'm different. 2 Chainz out here, huh? But I don't know. You have anything you want to add out there? I don't know if you have anything you want to add.
No, it's pretty, because we've already talked on this prior before.
Yeah.
And my ideals definitely haven't changed. Your ideals haven't changed.
Well, that's why we do this episode. We're totally different people. But I appreciate you coming on, Max.
Of course.
If you guys want to see him, he'll be on hopefully next week. We'll talk about that. I'm sorry for you guys missing the last week, but we're going to continue on. More episodes, more content. But that's it for me, man. That's it. Appreciate you guys coming on. Let's go. Take it easy, guys.
All
right, later.
Bye.
Hold on. Hello, friends. This is Dante from the Wide A Podcast. Thank you for tuning in onto our episode. And just wanted to give you guys some updates. I know I usually do this at the end of my episodes. I'm doing a little update. So we do still have a Patreon website. I've been putting exclusive content on there. I haven't put any dating coaches or advice or anything like that yet. I'm still working on that. If you still want to donate to the Patreon, it's still on there on the Wide A Podcast website. But for right now, all I'm doing right now is Venmo. I'll put the link onto this episode on the YouTube episode. Hope you guys, like I said, like the episode. But I'm putting everything on there. Currently, I am still working on advice dating coach. I want to have a community where we're having someone giving advice, having some experts on there that's helping people through dating. So I know we typically talk about a lot of funny stuff on our episodes, but I also want to provide some kind of service to everyone who's listening. So get their money's worth for something. It's $5. It's definitely not going to raise the price because I haven't done much with my Patreon. But I still have a Venmo on there. It's going to be on there. But I will put the link down here. You can kind of see it. And just so you guys know, I appreciate you guys joining in and tuning into our episode thus far, listening to all our stuff. But yeah, that is it for it, guys. I will post more things on my Patreon. Like I said, I'll still put the exclusive content, the post episode on there, the audio form. I can't really put the video on there. For some strange reason, Patreon it's too big of a file. But that's what I want to have on there, guys. And that is it. That's all I have to say. But please subscribe too, as well, on the YouTube channel if you guys haven't done so already. But that is it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your day.